all sectors should be buying this type of machine. Medical, aerospace, automotive. It doesn't really matter. Subcontractors in particular, they're very popular with the subcontractors because they know that they can set them up at 4:15, lock the doors and go home.
We're here on the Matsuura stand and we're going to tell you a little bit more about this Muratec MT200 machine, and I want to know everything. Who's it for? Who's it aimed at? David, you're the man to ask. Right, so let's talk about the inside of the machine. What is special about this?
Well, this is a twin turret, twin spindle, twin Y-axis gantry machine, and it's fully loaded with everything you need to give you lights out machining.
Okay, and who are you aiming this for? Who would you say people need to invest in a machine like this?
Well, this machine really covers all sectors in this industry, but really an SME can buy one of these and kit up his equipment so he can run lights out.
Okay then, so it's all about the lights out run, but this is where it gets really interesting. Follow me, because there's different varieties of automation included with this machine, isn't there?
That's right, this machine is our flagship really. So we have a bar feeder on one end, and then we have an 80mm spindle left hand side. That's for the ordinary bar work.
Okay.
It's a Fanuc 31i control, so it's top of the range. And then, so your ordinary bar work can be ejected through this parts catcher here.
Okay.
Okay, so aside from that, we've got the 3-axis gantry, which is for billet loading as well. So 80mm for bar loading, up to 140mm diameter for billet loading.
Okay, let's go over to the billet loading as well, because this is where it gets exciting. You're opening up more opportunities. For me, I see this in a subcontract machine shop, because if you don't know what's coming through the door, then you've got your bar, and then you've got your billet, and then your billets, of course, you've got an even better capacity with the size of these components.
That's right. Well, this is a 14 pallet stocker that we supply with a Muratec, and this can take 140 diameter billets by 105 long. So what you do, you fill up 13 pallets full of raw material and leave one empty. So what you do, you dispense the raw material through the machine and put finished parts back into the stocker.
I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? Walking in with a finished component.
Well, it keeps the labour costs down. The labour costs down.
And here, these pins, how do these work? Does it change the size? How does this work?
Yes, so you basically unlock these pins and then you shrink them in and out to wrap around your billets.
Okay, quite simple then. And
yeah, very.
For me, when I talk about gantry, have you seen any of the gantries?
I haven't been right around the show yet, but I've not seen another gantry on display at the moment.
Okay, because for me, and I say this probably every single time I do a video on a Muratec, is with a gantry, you've got no time where the doors are opening and closing. You haven't got a robot arm going in and out. There's no downtime, is there?
Right.
You're cutting out all of that out.
That's right. Well, I mean, these machines really, they run 95% efficient. The idea being, you empty it in the morning for half an hour, fill it with material, and then you press cycle start and let it go. Empty it at the end.
And also what you've got here is you've got a parts catcher. So you're talking about walking in the morning and you've finished components. But you've also got the Renishaw equator on here. So what's this for?
So yes, like I said earlier, the bar work comes out of this conveyor and we're collecting parts on this collection device. The Renishaw equator we've linked to the machine, so we're actually checking that component and updating the offsets as it's running.
And every component, or every like 100th, or what?
The frequency you can pick yourself. So yes, the frequency can be determined by yourself, so you can check every part because it's really critical, or you can do 1 in 10.
Yeah.
But the thought being that when you arrive in the morning, you've got a stocker full of finished components that are already checked.
Honestly, I am so impressed by these machines. Just to kind of round off then, David, who should be buying these, what industries, and kind of a final thought on the Muratec range that you can buy from Matsuura here in the UK?
Well, like I said earlier, all sectors should be buying this type of machine. Medical, aerospace, automotive. It doesn't really matter. Subcontractors in particular, they're very popular with the subcontractors because they know that they can set them up at 4:15, lock the doors and go home.
And done. Just a quick one as well. You have a good relationship. You're very well established here in the UK with this brand through Matsuura, but you have a very good relationship with Murata, don't you?
We do, we do. I mean, we've got, I think it's 17 years now, we've got a connection and a partnership with Murata, and we just love their machines.
Yeah, thank you, David.
Thank you.